I noticed her first on a rainy Tuesday evening. The flickering streetlight across from my apartment buzzed like an old insect trap. I'd taken the trash out late. Too much coating, too little sunlight. And as I turned to go back inside, I caught movement near the communal dumpsters. Most people would have kept walking, maybe picked up the pace. But I froze. Not because I was scared. Because whoever it was, she wasn't human. She was tall, easily over 6 feet, crouched low beside the dumpster like a panther made of shadows and alien hunger. Her skin shimmered beneath the rain like wet obsidian. Her face partly obscured by a hood fashioned from what looked like thermal blanket scraps. And her hands, 3-fingered, claw-tipped, trembling, were methodically sorting through discarded containers. She moved like someone who used to be strong, now broken. "Hey," I said cautiously. "You okay?" Her head jerked up. Pale lavender eyes blinked at me with animal alertness. She hissed softly, not aggressive, more startled. I raised both hands, palms open. "Sorry. Just didn't expect company." Her eyes narrowed, then lowered again. She kept rummaging, pulling out a half-eaten sandwich still sealed in a zip bag, then a protein bar wrapper she tried to lick clean. I stood there like an idiot, watching, thinking. My instincts warred. One part of me screamed to stay uninvolved. The other part whispered, "She's starving, and no one else is going to help." "Do you want food?" asked finally. She didn't answer. I took a step forward and opened the door to my building. "Come inside. I got real food. Warm." She froze, like a hunted thing weighing risk and reward. Eventually, after what felt like a full minute, she rose and followed me silently. Inside, the lights of my modest apartment cast a softer glow than the cold halogens outside. I gave her a towel first. She didn't understand what to do with it until I mimed drying myself off. She copied me with the slow, stiff motions of someone unused to comfort. She sat on the edge of the couch like it might bite her. I brought out a bowl of leftover stew, beef, root vegetables, real broth, and placed it in front of her. She sniffed it, suspicious, then dipped 2 fingers in and tasted. Her expression didn't change, but the speed at which she devoured the bowl told me everything. "Do you have a name?" asked gently. She glanced at me, then at the floor. "Keth. Keth. I'm Mason." She nodded slightly, eyes scanning every corner of the apartment. "Where are you from?" I ventured. She hesitated. "Karnathi colony vessel. Destroyed. 2 cycles passed." And blinked. "You've been here for 2 years." She nodded again. The shock hit me then. 2 years hiding in alleys, digging through Earth's trash. Karnathi were known in interstellar circles, refugees from a civil war that fractured their planetary system. Earth had diplomatic ties but a lot of red tape. "You don't have papers, do you?" Her eyes turned sharp. "I escaped. Smugglers brought me to lunar orbit. I stowed away on a cargo shuttle. Landed here. No registry. No identity. No safety. Over the next few days, Keth stayed in my apartment. First, she barely spoke. She slept on the floor near the heater, wrapped in a makeshift cocoon of blankets. I offered the couch, but she refused. Every sound from outside, sirens, footsteps, the creak of pipes, made her flinch. Like trauma had wired her nerves to expect pain at every turn. But slowly things shifted. She helped clean dishes. She organized my tools. She even began fixing small things around the apartment. Cracked outlet plates, loose cabinet hinges. Her long fingers were surprisingly deft. And one night, after I made us rice and grilled chicken, she asked, "Why did you help me?" I didn't have a grand answer. I just said, "Because you needed it." And nobody else did. She stared at me for a long moment, then nodded. Karnathi don't understand kindness like this. It's dangerous where I come from. Earth's not exactly Disneyland either. She smiled faintly at that. Her sharp teeth were not terrifying in that moment, only alien, but familiar. A week turned into a month. Keth began venturing out during the day, face covered with a scarf, hood up, clothes borrowed from my wardrobe. We found temporary work for her, mostly under-the-table repair gigs in old tech shops where the owners didn't ask questions. She sent half her money back through unofficial channels to surviving relatives. The other half she tried to give me. I refused. You live here too, I told her. That means we take care of each other. She didn't respond, but her eyes shimmered with a kind of silent understanding. That night, she sat closer than usual on the couch. I showed her a movie, The Iron Giant. She watched every frame with quiet reverence. When the credits rolled, she whispered, "He died to save them." "Yeah," I said. "He did. I would have liked him. I think he would have liked you too." We didn't say anything else, but her hand brushed against mine as we sat in the dark. Trouble came eventually. A neighbor reported suspicious movement in the building, claimed they saw an extraterrestrial. That alone would have done nothing. Earth's population was now over 1% non-human, but undocumented aliens. That was different. The knock came at 2 a.m. 2 officers, ICE agents in black uniforms with interstellar jurisdiction badges. We received reports of an unregistered alien in this unit. My heart pounded. There's no one here but me. Mind if we look around? Yes, I do mind. Unless you've got a warrant. They pushed past me anyway. One officer moved toward the bathroom. The other went straight for the closet. I thought we were done for. But Keth wasn't there. They searched for 15 minutes, found nothing, and left with thinly veiled threats. Only after I double-locked the door and checked every room did I notice the ceiling vent was slightly ajar. Keth dropped down 10 minutes later. "I smelled them from the stairwell," she said softly. "Heard their radios. You could have run. I didn't want to leave you." That hit me harder than it should have. The next day I called a friend of mine, a lawyer who specialized in off-world refugee cases. I told her the truth. She didn't hang up. She told me to bring Keth to a shelter for alien women on 47th and Lansing. The shelter was run by volunteers. They could keep her safe. Maybe even get her paperwork started. I told Keth everything. She listened in silence, then nodded. "You want me to go. I want you to be safe. But not with you." I hesitated. "It's not that simple. If they come back." She stood. "I understand." I didn't sleep that night. I kept thinking of her sitting on the floor, fixing my broken heater with her long fingers. The way her head tilted when I played music. The way her claws were gentle when she handed me a tool. I realized something stupid and terrifying. Missed her. 3 days passed. The apartment was quieter, cleaner, but colder. Like she'd taken something with her when she left. Something invisible but vital. Then, on the 4th day, there was a knock at my door. I opened it and found Keth standing there, soaked from rain, holding a small satchel. "I got my first ID card," she said. "They're fast-tracking my asylum claim. I have a legal name now." "That's amazing," I breathed. She stepped closer. "But I don't want to live in that shelter. I don't want to be alone again." "You don't have to be." She blinked at me. "So, can I stay?"